As we approach 100,000 subscribers on Little Wars TV, a milestone I think we can confidently state we didn't even know was possible, I think it's time for us to go back into the vault and show you guys how it all started.
Fans of the channel may remember our first episode, Antietam. Tony and I played as the Confederates against Chal and Keith. I remember the battle pretty well because it was an absolute nail-biter that came down to the final turn. But Antietam was not our first attempt at filming and editing a Wargame video.
No, it was our third attempt. The first two came years before Little Wars TV even existed. Today, we will show you that first unaired video.
Starting with day 2, we're at a disadvantage from a tactical standpoint.
So this is actually the first Wargame video we ever filmed, a Gettysburg battle at Steve's house, filmed in a spare bedroom.
This is actually so long ago that we didn't even have our club building yet. We were back at the old comic store, at Comic Store West. I think what's so interesting to me, going back and watching this old video, is how you can tell that we were developing what would become our recognizable Little Wars TV format and style. So we've got maps, we have some player interviews, there are close-ups with narration, and cut-ins with tabletop banter.
That way, I'm in a position with, Rhodes is threatening their front, so they're not going to be able to turn completely. With Johnson and Early, I can try and sweep around that side.
The format is familiar, but it's certainly a bit more rudimentary looking. Your post-production skills were a little...
What, rough? Non-existent?
It looks like we filmed this in the 90s, but it was 2013.
I know, it is actually 720p, but it looks really grainy.
Another observation rewatching our early videos is really the length.
Yeah, only 10 minutes long. Now, I don't know if you remember, but back when we played that game at Steve's house, we were there all day. I mean, that was a very long game. But there is some ruthless video editing going on here, which is kind of a hallmark of what we would later come to do at Little Wars TV by shortening all the videos.
Well, yeah, we've always liked to focus more on the story of a war game rather than the mechanics of it.
If you'd like to go back in time and watch our first video to see how we started, we're posting that archival footage for posterity on our website, littlewarstv.com. You can go and you can watch it right now. All right, some of you internet sleuths may have already found this Gettysburg game posted on YouTube, because many years ago, back before Little Wars TV, I posted some early videos on a private, personal YouTube channel, which is long since defunct.
And Gettysburg wasn't the only video you had on the channel.
No, it was not. A year later, we filmed another game, Second Manassas, also 6mm scale ACW, but that time, we filmed it at our brand new club. All right, as you can see in the Second Manassas video, the production values are notably improved. Definitely better, but there is quite a bit of shaky camera work. I think I probably should have been using a tripod.
And this must have been like right after you acquired the clubhouse, because isn't that a plate of coffee in the background there?
You got a good eye. Yeah, that is a plate of coffee. So if you remember back then, the basement after we got the building was really musty.
Yeah.
So we had that open plate of coffee grounds to neutralize the smell or suck up moisture.
It'll help.
I don't know what it was supposed to do. Gettysburg and Second Manassas, our first two unaired videos, will both be available on the Little Wars TV website, so you can go and give those a watch. And as short as the Gettysburg video was, Second Manassas, even shorter, 5 minutes long.
Yeah, I know. Somehow the entire battle shrunk down to 5 minutes.
The definition of brisk storytelling. That highly edited pacing for both videos is what inspired our Quick Strike format on Little Wars TV many years later. Our typical war games usually clock in 25 to 35 minutes, but the Quick Strikes are all 10 minutes or less.
We have a Quick Strike video challenge active right now, and it runs to the end of July. So you still have 2 months to join the challenge. Film a war game with your friends and share the video online.
Now, as you will see in our first attempts, there is absolutely a learning curve to filming war games, but you don't need fancy equipment or gear. It is a lot of fun, and those first two videos that we're going to have on our website of Gettysburg and Second Manassas, I edited those with a program, Windows Movie Maker, a free video editing software.
and hopefully seeing some of our earlier attempts will encourage you folks to jump in and try it yourselves.
One of the coolest parts of making Wargame videos with your friends is how they act as a kind of scrapbook for great memories. I love that we have these. Not for fans or viewers online, but for us.
I didn't even know that we had any videos of Al. He had passed away before we started Little Wars TV, so no one had ever seen him in our videos before. If you recognize his name, it's because Al Hayden wrote Raven Feast, which we published in his honor. It's his gaming legacy.
Until we dug up these old videos last week, I had also totally forgotten that Al was in that second video that we ever made. So yeah, there are just lots of reasons why you should give this a shot with your friends. And we have details on our website for how you can join the Quick Strike Challenge. We already have a number of submissions, and we're going to keep sharing them as you guys keep making videos. We have a YouTube playlist where we keep adding the new entries as you post and share them.
Who knows where it will take you? We didn't make our first couple videos because we were planning to start a channel. They weren't a training exercise for any grand vision or plan. We were just messing around. We were having fun.
I guess we had so much fun that we just kept going. And here we are on the cusp of 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and actually, if all of our regular viewers were subscribed, we'd have more like 200,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Hey you, I'm talking to you. Click subscribe and push us over the hump to 100,000. YouTube sends us a silver plaque, and we're already measuring up the club for where to put it.
Okay, here's a contender. A prominent location as you enter the club.
Ooh, I like this spot here. Clearly visible above the bar.
What about here in the bathroom as we sit on the toilet and look up at our accomplishments?
So many choices. But we don't get that silver play button until you hit subscribe.
And when you do, we are ready to celebrate. We'll host a Q&A session to answer all of your burning Little Wars TV questions.
And we'll finally do a big club reveal of the completed clubhouse renovations.
And for our Patreon supporters, there will be a surprise event. Just a little way to say thank you.
So go ahead and submit your questions for the Q&A in the comments below.
And please, if you've made it this far into the video without becoming a subscriber, what do a bunch of history geeks have to do? Hats. Do you need hats?
Bigger hats? We have lots of options. I even have a bigger one than this.
No, you don't.
Do you want to see it? Subscribe. I'll wear a hat so big, it'll blot out the sun.
Some men are bigger than others.
Yeah.